Steve Hilton had a fascinating monologue on his Fox News show about the impact of artificial intelligence on the media, followed by a kicker.
Good evening, fellow Americans. I'm Steve Hilton, and I'm here tonight to talk to you about the threat to jobs from artificial intelligence. First, let me address the elephant in the room. Yes, there is a threat to jobs from artificial intelligence, but if we're honest, there are also many opportunities. AI is not something to be feared, but something that could be used to our advantage. So every word of what you just heard was written by ChatGPT, an artificial intelligence program that can do everything from write poems to creating scripts in the style of anyone, including me.
Fooled me. I spoke to the host of The Next Revolution, which airs Sundays at 9 Eastern from Los Angeles. My fellow American, Britt, how did you feel about reading that? Because my first thought was, wow, holy cow, this is not good. We could become obsolete.
It's amazing how, and you know the thing that's, I think, particularly striking about it, when I got the results back, was this was the first response from the AI. We didn't change a single word. So we put in the query. The full query was, write a monologue on the threat to jobs from artificial intelligence in the style of Steve Hilton from Fox News. And word for word, that's what we got back. It's completely astonishing.
Now, New York Times tech writer Kevin Roose says that this ChatGPT, as it's called, makes a lot of mistakes and also has a kind of a narrow view of the world because there's only information from 2021 or before. So it's not foolproof, to say the least.
That's absolutely true, but the reason that they've put this out into the world for everybody to use and play around with is that that itself improves the processes. It improves the artificial intelligence. The jargon in the tech world is training data. You're training the computer to do better and to learn from those mistakes. So this is the very first version of it. You can be sure, by the way, that in the private domain, inside companies like Facebook and Google, they've already got a much more sophisticated version of this that they're planning to use for who knows what. So we're right at the beginning of this, and the fact it's so good at the start means that where this will go is just going to be an extraordinary change, a real revolution for our whole society. Both
exciting and unnerving. It's also opinionated. If you ask it a question about Nazis, it denounces the Nazis. But so where is AI going? I mean, you look at this, if it can make art, as some people are using it for, if it can write poems, if it can write college essays, some are saying, you know, it can't be any more take-home tests at school, and not to mention TV scripts, and if you don't have to pay it overtime, doesn't it, I don't know, devalue and maybe overtake what humans can produce?
Yes, it absolutely does. Already you're seeing that, particularly in the visual version of this, where it's actually, for example, leading the creative process in a lot of areas. You know, designers and in the advertising industry and so on, they're putting these queries in to see what the computer will generate in terms of a visual image, and it's prompting a human creative response. So I think that the truth is we don't know for sure, and that's why it is valuable to keep talking about it, to put these things into the open and having an open conversation. That is the point of OpenAI, the organization behind this ChatGPT tool. They want to make sure that as this technology develops, we all think about the consequences. But already, you're right, particularly in the relation to schools and schoolwork, this is a complete transformation, and it's going to be there very, very quickly. This isn't something in the sort of distant science fiction future. This is now, basically. We've got to think about it.
Right. It's no longer the science fiction movies we all grew up seeing. All right, let's turn to media and politics.